I certainly know how much I believe in Shedeur Sanders, who I thought should have gone number one in this year's draft. And you know how much I believe the NFL tried to teach Shedeur and teach his father, Deion, a big, bad lesson by blackballing or whiteballing him as Shedeur fell all the way into the 5th round, where Cleveland finally took Shedeur 50 picks after the Browns had already taken Dillon Gabriel, who, of course, also plays quarterback.
Before you scroll, you need to hear this. Because what just happened behind closed doors in Miami didn't just shake the NFL scouting world. It set it on fire. And the quarterback behind it all? Not Caleb Williams, not Drake May. It was Shedeur Sanders, the same kid the league let fall to the 5th round. And now teams are panicking. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I believe in Shedeur Sanders. I believed he should have gone number one in the draft, and I believe the NFL tried to send a message not just to Shedeur, but to his father, Deion Sanders. A message loud and clear. You're not bigger than the system. So they let Shedeur fall all the way to the 5th round, 50 picks after Cleveland had already taken another quarterback in Dillon Gabriel. But now, after what just happened in a lockdown facility in Miami, NFL scouts, GMs, and team owners are losing their minds because Shedeur Sanders didn't just look good. He rewrote what scouts thought they knew about quarterback evaluation. This was otherworldly. It was surgical. It was the kind of performance that makes grown men with 30 years of scouting experience start questioning everything. It started with whispers, Tuesday morning, a few texts here, a couple calls there. By Friday, it was all anyone in the league could talk about. And now we know why Deion's been so confident, so unshakably confident about his son's NFL future. Because this wasn't some highlight reel. This wasn't a TikTok workout made to hype up a prospect. This wasn't a padded stat line against weak college defenses. This was raw, unfiltered, NFL-level pressure. And Shedeur, he didn't blink. 3 weeks ago, the buzz started. Shedeur was organizing a private workout in Miami, but not just any workout. This was held at the facility, the same building where Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers have trained, a place that doesn't allow distractions, no media, no hype, just ball. And Shedeur didn't invite buddies or yes men. He invited the wolves, the harshest critics, former NFL DCs with Super Bowl rings, scouts who've evaluated Peyton Manning, Mahomes, and every QB in between. And guess what? They came. 6 o'clock IMing. Miami. Long shadows stretch across the turf as the sun rises. 15 NFL coaches, scouts, and execs. Clipboards in hand, no smiles, no hype, just stone-cold football minds ready to pick a kid apart. Then, he walks in. Shedeur, no cameras, no music, no theatrics. Just a kid with a legendary last name and something to prove. And what happened next? It was historic. First drill, 40-yard lasers to stationary targets. Easy, right? Nope, these weren't college receivers. These were former NFL route runners. Guys who expose mediocre quarterbacks in seconds. Shedeur steps up. First throw, a frozen rope, 40 yards, tight spiral. Hits the receiver in stride. Scouts exchange glances. Still skeptical. Second throw. Harder. A comeback route. Timing has to be elite. Shedeur fires the ball before the receiver even makes his break. Hits him in the chest. Perfect. One scout actually drops his clipboard. But that was just the warm-up. Then came the simulations. A full-speed mock defense. Former NFL starters, not practice squad guys, lined up across from him. Scenario, 2-minute drill. 85 yards to go, down by 6. No timeouts. This is the kind of pressure that exposes frauds and humbles college heroes. The defense disguised a late rotation veteran trick. Shedeur, he read it pre-snap, waited. Then, boom. A 15-yard dig route opens for half a second. Shedeur threads the needle between two defenders, hits his man in stride. Linebackers stood still in disbelief. Scouts started leaning forward because now they weren't evaluating, they were witnessing. Next, pocket pressure test. Pass rushers brought in. Former Pro Bowlers. And they came with bad intentions. 7-step drop. Blitz off the edge. Collapse from the middle. Linebacker delay blitz. The pocket's imploding. Any normal quarterback gets swallowed up. But Shedeur, he slides left just 2 steps. Keeps his eyes downfield. Fires a 30-yard dart while getting hit. The ball zips over the defender's head into his receiver's hands. Silence. Then, one scout claps. Another follows. Then all of them. A standing ovation. But the real magic? it wasn't just physical. They ran real NFL plays, not dumbed-down college stuff. Hot routes, audibles, advanced protection calls, the kind of systems it takes veteran QBs years to master. Shedeur, he took over the huddle, called protections, changed routes, recognized a safety shift mid-splay, and audibled it into a touchdown on the fly. A defensive coordinator, former NFL DC, stood frozen, mouth open. He got outsmarted by a college kid, and here's the twist. After each rep, Shedeur didn't gloat. He walked up to the defenders. "Why'd you rotate there? What coverage were you showing? How would you disguise it better?" A former NFL linebacker later told a reporter, "I've trained with QBs who've been in the league for a decade. They don't ask the questions this kid asked." Shedeur wasn't just playing, he was learning in real time. 4 hours, no breaks, no excuses. And by the end, the buzz turned into a storm. Scouts started whispering to each other, GMs were on the phone, notes were flying, draft boards were being rewritten in real time. One GM, anonymous, was overheard saying, "That was the most complete quarterback performance I've seen from a college player in 20 years. Within 48 hours, teams started calling. The Giants reportedly sent their head coach and OC to review tape. The Raiders had their owner reach out personally. Multiple teams scheduled new private workouts, and Deion Sanders, he just smiled. I told y'all he was ready. Nobody wanted to listen." So now, the question isn't, can Shedeur play in the NFL? The question is, which team will be smart enough to build their future around him? Because in a league where quarterback play defines dynasties, where one pick changes a franchise forever, performances like this can shift the entire draft order. And if what we saw in Miami was real, if Shedeur truly just outperformed every top QB in this class under NFL pressure, then this isn't just a draft story. This is the beginning of a new era. Are we witnessing the rise of the NFL's next great quarterback? Or was this just workout hype that won't hold up on Sundays? Let me know in the comments, because this story is just getting started.